Why do some people still use cash? Well, I think for some people, they certainly use cash to avoid overspending because it's so easy to overspend when you use mobile payments such as WeChat or Alipay because you don't feel any immediate impact of your spending. And I think for some other people, especially elderly people, they simply don't have smartphones or a credit card, so they can only use cash. Will the payment be paperless in the future? Well, yes, this is very likely because it's already happened in China. I think nowadays maybe more than 95% of the transactions are made through maybe mobile payments, or at least they are paperless. Like there aren't many people using cash anymore. So I think it's already happening. And in the future, I heard that the government is trying to push towards a digital currency. So I think it's just a matter of time. What do you think of the view that time is as important as money? Well, I'm not quite sure time is as important as money. To me, time is more important than money because you can always make money by spending some time and work hard or whatever. However, it doesn't necessarily work the other way around. You can't necessarily buy your time back. You can use money to save your some time in the future, but it doesn't really work the other way around. So I think time is a finite resource for everyone. It's definitely helpful for people to take their time seriously and do not waste their time. And this will go a long way and create wealth in the future for them, for sure. Is it more important to choose a job with a high salary or with more time off? Well, it's the best when you have a high pay and also have a lot of time off. But yeah, in reality, it really depends on the personal preference and their life stage. So for a lot of young people who are trying to save up for a down payment, they really trying to make as much money as they can. And I mean, time off may not be something so valuable for them anyways. So as they're still young. But for a lot of the, I would say mid-age professionals who have a young family, they really wanted to spend some time with their kids. So for them, more time off usually is a better, more preferred option. So how important is to have a variety of payment options? Well, having a variety of payment options is definitely very important for any businesses. So because it's a competitive world out there, you really want to make sure that you can facilitate all your customers' purchase need. So in that case, no matter your customer wants to pay by WeChat or Alipay, cash, credit card, Visa, MasterCard, American Express, if you can't offer the option, you might lose that customer. So for businesses, it's really important to have as much payment options as possible, obviously at a reasonable cost. Why are things more expensive in some places than in others? Well, I think transportation cost is actually something I find really a big factor in terms of the overall price. Because I travel a lot, I went to some small towns, and I realized things are more expensive there. I think it's probably because the supply and demand. The demand is certainly not as high as in big cities. There are not many people, and however, they're spending more transportation costs to bring the food or the product to the small town. So at a per capita basis, the cost just adds up. So I do find that's a really big factor, and I think a lot of time businesses are not just being so greedy. They just wanted to make a reasonable profit. However, they have to cover all the costs that they incurred.